People use eye contact to initiate relationships, conduct environmental scans, and regulate conversations. The textbook talks about the study of messages communicated by the eye. Eye messages are very important for conveying different types of messages. The way that you gaze at a person will help give clues whether you're trying to be honest, tell a lie, be polite, or reach out to a large crowd. In communication, it is important to give off the appropriate eye message to give off the appropriate eye messages to seem credible to listeners. Up to 90% of what people say and feel is communicated through their actions and not their words. The proper use of eye messages has a great impact on the message trying to be portrayed. First of all, eye contact can enhance the credibility and the sincerity of your message. A general rule of thumb for speakers giving a presentation is to not focus on a particular section of the crowd and to scan the audience. According to William A. Gentry, when President Obama gave his inaugural speech, he reached out to a large audience by talking to the extreme left and the extreme right. And he didn't focus on smaller sections or individuals. His intelligent use of eye contact, consistently spanning the entire crowd rather than looking in just one particular place or speaking mostly to those nearest to him, made him appear entirely aware of the enormity of the crowd that was intently listening to his words and vision. Doing this gives a sense of connection between both the speaker and the listener or listeners. Eye contact can also show how interested listeners are in the speaker. After speaking with a person, you usually hold your gaze with the other person for a brief second, expecting feedback or a response. Eye contact may also send messages about the nature of the relationship. For example, if you engage in a prolonged eye contact coupled with a smile, you signal a positive relationship. If you stare or glare at the person while frowning, you'll signal a negative relationship. Next, Irving Goffman states that the eyes are great intruders. Avoiding eye contact in particular situations is respectful. The textbook gives the example where people are arguing in public and you catch yourself staring at them and listening in. The nicest thing to do in a situation like that is to look away respectfully and give them their own privacy. Eye avoidance can also show disinterest in a person, a conversation, or some visual stimulus. This also includes looking away or blocking your eyes, particularly from things that you do not want to see. Lastly, eye avoidance can go hand in hand with lying. When a person is lying, they tend to look away from the person that they are trying to tell a lie to. Their eyes also move unintentionally, which can also indicate a lie. Lastly, eye messages can differ between cultures and genders. Females tend to maintain eye contact longer than males, regardless of their feelings towards the person. In our culture, most eye messages tell others how we feel about them in the situation we're in. Eye gestures also vary according to culture. Jacqueline Hansen states that people who live in Taiwan and Hong Kong believe that repeatedly blinking one's eyes is impolite, and that Americans and Europeans wink to indicate they're sharing a secret. And people in Hong Kong consider winking a rude gesture. It is important to know what appropriate eye messages can be sent when you're communicating with someone from a different culture. To kind of summarize what I just told you, I told you that eye messages are important to get the correct message across to listeners. Secondly, eye contact enhances the credibility and sincerity of messages. Eye contact can show interest or disinterest. Eye avoidance can either be respectful or it can show that you're telling a lie. And lastly, eye messages vary greatly across cultures and genders. Thank you.